Not a Friend, Part 2. 2 years ago, I was riding in the passenger seat of a former friend's car. We were on our way to the beach. He stopped in the right turn lane at an intersection, and we were rear-ended by the car behind us. I screamed from shock, particularly because I was hit in another car accident earlier that year. He was immediately about to get out of the car, and I told him not to. Why? Let the person who hit you approach you. That doesn't make sense. I see her. She's coming. The woman came to the driver's window to ask if we were all right, and he said yes, we're all right, thankfully. I'm sorry, I thought you were turning since you started to move forward, but I miscalculated. If you can still drive, let's pull over to the gas station right here to exchange information. As we were going around the corner to the gas station, he told me to call my lawyer from my previous accident. We should call 911 instead to get a police report. No, you should call your lawyer. Call him now. It's Saturday. Oh yeah, offices are closed. He and the woman got out of their vehicles while I remained in the car. They decided to handle the matter themselves and exchanged information. Just before he pulled away, he thought perhaps he should call his neighbor. He commented that his neighbor knows a lot and always has good advice. Through the speakerphone, his neighbor said we should call the police to get a report. He said that's a good idea, thanked her, and said he'll call the police immediately. She said she's glad we're okay, and they got off the phone. I then pointed ahead and said, well, the woman is still parked. We should get back to her and call the police before she pulls away.
Okay, I see her. I'm trying to think logically here, and I don't need another emotional from you.
Okay, I wasn't trying to alarm you. I see her. I went silent. He pulled back over beside her. They both exited their vehicles again, and eventually a policeman arrived. Afterwards, he got back in the car telling me,
Ugh, the officer didn't even take a police report. That was a waste of my time. I knew I should have never called the police.
He stared at me for a moment, and it felt as if he was trying to look through my sunglasses to see any reaction in my eyes. I remained silent and expressionless, and then we drove away to the beach. After we arrived, we noticed a woman talking to someone with her hands in the air, and I commented that she seems heated. He said, oh, kind of like how you were after the accident? What do you mean?
Oh, come on. You were hysterical after we got hit.
He flung his arms in the air like a wacky inflatable, imitating me.
We gotta get to her. We gotta get to her.
I never had my arms in the air or raised my voice. I only pointed forward and said we should get to the lady before she leaves.
Okay, fine, but you were emotional.
Well, I guess we remembered that differently. He paused for a moment and said, hey, sorry for making fun of you. I know you were in another accident earlier this year and was just trying to help. Oh, well, I'm sorry for seeming hysterical. I know I screamed when we got hit, so I'm sorry. No, you weren't hysterical. You were beyond hysterical. Something in me just dropped. However, I still played it cool because I was riding with him and just wanted to get along to get home. I couldn't afford to Uber across 2 cities because I was moving in a week, and reacting would just support his claim. After he dropped me back off at my place, I was relieved. We had to communicate in the following days to file claims with the woman's insurance, and even during that process, he was talking to me condescendingly. After that, I stopped communicating with him. Looking back, when I advised him to call the police, it was nonsensical to him, but when his neighbor advised him to call the police, it was a good idea to him. Then, after the police officer didn't file a report, he tells me his time was wasted, something he likely wouldn't say to his neighbor. Then, as if that wasn't enough, he mocked my reaction to the accident, followed by a disingenuous apology. I share all this to say that once you remove the rose-colored glasses, you will learn that some people carry disdain towards you anyway, whether you're screaming, speaking, or silent.